Hey guys, let's start the series of LST CLAT, where we are going to cover the questions of quantitative techniques. We are going to see a few questions, what kind of questions you are going to get in the exam, what kind of questions you have already got in the exam, and we are going to see how we are going to solve it. Okay, so now let's start. So basically, what does this question says? It says an Indian company having registered office at Gurugram is engaged in manufacturing of consumer goods at Noida. Okay, the goods manufactured by the company are sold in Indian market and exported to Europe. Okay, then company products produces five products, namely P, Q, R, S, and T. The total production of the company for the financial year 2021-2022 is 3,000 tons, and turnover of the company is 50 million. So basically, here you must know that 1 million is equal to 10 lakhs rupees. So 50 million means 500 lakhs. 500 lakhs means 5 crore rupees we are talking about. Okay. And analysis of the production at net revenue generation shows the production of the product P is 21% of total production. So 21% of what? 21% of 3,000 tons. And 18% of the turnover. So basically, what is the turnover? Turnover is 5 crores, and 18% of 5 crores is going to be how much? So it is going to be 90 lakhs. Okay. And okay, then the production, okay, production of Q is 16% of total production. So 16% of what? 16% of 3,000 tons and 17% of the total turnover. Okay. R is accounted for 18% of total production. Okay, and 20% of the turnover. S accounts for 20% of the total production and 25% of the turnover. T accounts for 25% of total production and 20% of the turnover. So basically, this is what given to us, and we are going to solve it accordingly. Now, let's see. So I can calculate over here, but let me read the questions. So what is the average selling price per ton of all the products taken together? Okay, that is one question. Okay, what is the percentage turnover of R has to turnover of T? Okay, what is the percentage of profit of R earned from the sale of uh, R? The expenditure incurred on production of R is 15,000 per ton. Okay, how much loss incurred to company if the expenditure on production on T was 20,000 per ton? Okay, and which product has the highest selling price per ton? So basically, there is a lot of different type of questions we have over here. So basically, let's calculate and see what we can have over here. Okay, so basically we have products. One is P, then we have Q, then we have R, then we have S, then we have T, and here we have total. Okay, so total quantities given to us is 3,000. Total turnover in million is 50 million. Okay, total selling price per ton, that is going to be 50 million divided by 3,000. Okay, so 50, so if I'm going to talk about, that is 50 million upon 3,000, so it is going to be 1 by 60 million per ton. So that is my average selling price. So basically 1 million is what? 10 lakhs. So 1,000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh divided by 60. So basically this is cancels out. So this is going to be 16,666. 16,666.66. Now let's see, do we have any option like this in question number 1? Yes, that is my option D. So answer of this question is going to be option 4. Understood, everyone? Now, nothing much to do. First question was fairly easy. So basically, why the reason I have read all the questions beforehand, before solving anything, before writing anything down, because when I'm going to read the questions first, I'm going to understand that what kind of question I'm going to solve. Do I understand the approach of the question? Do I not understand the approach of the question? So basically, when the data set only doesn't explain a lot of things, but when you read the questions, even the easy data uh, can have a difficult questions, and the difficult data can have easy questions. So basically our job is to read the questions first and figure out whether we are able to solve the question or not. Now I'm going to write down the values over here. 21% of total production, so 21% is going to be 630. So that is P. Then Q is 16%. So 16% of this is going to be 480. Done. Then R accounts for 18%. So 18 is going to be 540. Okay. Then S accounts for 20%. So 20% is going to be 600. Okay. And T accounts for 25%. That is 750. So this is the quantity per ton. Now let me look at the turnover. The first one is 18%. 18% of what? 50. That is 9 million. Second one is 17%. 7 means 8.5 million. Okay. Then R is accounting for 20%. That is 10 million. And S is accounted for 25%. 25% of 50 is 12.5 million. And T is accounting for 10. 20% means, right? Now, let me see. What percent of turnover of R has the turnover of T? Okay. R and T are what percent of each other? They are 100%. Both values are equal. So answer of this question is going to be option A. That is 100%. Fairly easy. So basically, what percentage of turnover of R? R is what percent of T? 10 is what percent of 10? That is 100% itself. So you don't have to calculate anything. Just 10 by 10 into 100. So answer of this question is going to be 100%. Now, let's move on to the next one. What is the profit uh, percentage of profit earned from the sale of R if the expenditure incurred on R is 15,000 per ton? Okay. So in R, total revenue is 10 million. Okay. 10 million means how much? 10 million means we are talking about 1 crore. So revenue is what? Or turnover is what? That is total sale value, right? So I am selling the amount worth 1 crore, and I am selling 540 tons at a cost of, so I am selling 540 tons at a cost of 15,000. So let me change the color. So 540 at a cost of 15,000. That will be my sell price. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 15 fours are 60. That is going to be 81. Right. So basically, what is my cost? That is 81 lakhs. What is my profit? That is 1 crore. So what is the, I'm sorry, what is my sale value? That is 1 crore. What is my cost? 81 lakhs. So what is my profit amount? That is 19 lakhs. Over what is my cost? 1 crore, or I can say 100 lakhs. So it is, sorry, what is my cost? That is 81 lakhs. So what is my profit percent? into 100. Right. So basically, this value is going to be, I'm going to assume this value as 80 itself. Instead of assuming this value as 100, I'm going to assume this value as 80 itself. Right. So basically, if I assume this value as 80, if I consider my numerator is 20, so I can say this value is 25%. So I have increased the numerator, decreased the denominator. It means I am taking a higher value. Right. So this can't be the answer. This can't be the answer, and 19 over 81 is definitely greater than 20%. So this also cannot be the answer. So my answer of this question is going to be 23.46%. And that's as simple as that. I'm not going to calculate the whole value. So if I have basic idea about the calculation, I can just approximate my value and get the answer. I hope everyone is clear to this question. So in case anyone has any doubt, kindly drop a message in the chat box and I'm going to take that question and respond that to you. Now, next question is how much loss is incurred to company if the expenditure on production was 20,000 per ton? Okay. So in T, the cost of the quantity is 750, turnover is 1 crore. Okay. So basically, what is the total cost? That is 750 into 20,000. That is my total cost. So I am going to have this, then 1, 2, 3. So this is, so basically this is 1.5 crores. 1.5 crores. This is my total revenue, total cost. What is my revenue? That is 1 crore. What is my loss amount? That's 50 lakhs. And 50 lakhs can be said as 5 million. So my answer of this question is going to be option 1, that is 5 million. So let's move on to the next one. Which product has highest selling price? Now I need to calculate it. But am I going to calculate for P? Definitely not. And why not? Because it is not there in the option. So I have Q, R, S, and T. So I am going to calculate and I am going to approximate the value. Right. So basically, this is 8.5, and let me change the color of this. So this is 8.5 divided by, let me take it as 4 only, 4.8. So instead of doing 480, so this value is less than 2. Okay. R is 10 upon 5.4, definitely less than 2. 12.5 upon 6, definitely greater than 2. uh, 10 upon 7.5, definitely less than 2. So which has highest price? That is S. So my answer of this question is going to be option C. I am not going to calculate the exact value in these kind of questions. These are comparative questions. So I am going to solve the questions like this. I'm going to approximate all the values and solve accordingly. And that is going to be the approach of these type of questions in the exam. If anyone has any doubt, can ask. And with this, we are going to wind up the session. So anyone has any doubt, you can type the question on the chat box. And with this, we conclude the session. Thank you.